What's popping out there, world? And welcome to another edition of TJ Sports Nation, presented by your boy TJ, straight out of KC. Like I told y'all, man, I'm gonna be coming on a lot more, doing a lot more shows, mainly trying to aim for Wednesday nights, maybe some Sunday morning shows and things of that nature, man. But what's popping with everybody, man? I hope all is well. Hope all is well. We in here, man. The playoffs are here, and man, we are going to talk and predict what's going down this weekend, man. And then we can get into some boxing straight up, man. So let's get it going, man. Let's kick things off. It will be an epic wild card weekend. Let me pull everything up real quick for y'all, real fast. NFL wild card weekend, man. My favorite time of the year. But man, let me tell y'all, man, it's always nerve wracking. It is always nerve wracking, man. Okay, so Saturday at 2:30 p.m. We got the Oakland Raiders, or I'm sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals going down. Intriguing game to say the least because the Raiders kind of got in on some back end shit or whatnot, and mainly in part because they expanded the NFL playoffs, which I thought was a good idea. But this is Derek Carr's first time actually playing in the playoffs since he's been in the league, because when they made it in 16, he got hurt. And they went into the playoffs and got eliminated with the backup. Then you got Cincinnati, who did beat my Chiefs a few weeks back. Hell of a game. Jamar Chase is a dog. He's a dog, no doubt. Well, in that game, man, as much as I hate the Las Vegas Raiders, I got the Raiders winning that one. Believe it or not, I got the Raiders sending the Bengals home this weekend. Straight up. And as hard as it is for me to say that, it's just how I feel, G. It's just how I feel. What's good with you, Danny? Thanks for tapping in, bro. You always show your boy love, man. The next wild card matchup, we got Patriots and Bills. Now, they split during the regular season 1-1. Remember that boring ass game where Belichick threw the ball 3 times and still beat them cats? The game is in Buffalo, so I think that kind of fluctuated, but Belichick has owned the East the majority of the time he's been the head coach of the New England Patriots, 23, 24 some years. I got the Patriots sending the Bills home. Straight up. Sunday's matchups. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. So you got Tom Brady versus Jalen Hurts. I got the Tampa Bay pulling that one off. Philly, much like the Steelers, kind of got in because of the NFL's expansion of the playoffs or whatnot. So indeed interesting to say the least, but I got Tampa Bay pulling that one off. 49ers and the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? They in the playoffs, man. This is crazy, man. They're at home hosting a very dangerous 49ers team. And Debo Samuel's a hurt you, boy. And don't sleep on Jimmy D either. Nick Bosa. Woo! D Ford, is he still hurt? I'm not sure. San Fran got some dogs, though, man. But I think the Cowboys going to edge it out. I think the Cowboys gonna pull it off. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good game. But I got the Cowboys winning that one, man. Straight up, man. I got Dallas pulling it off, and good night, San Francisco. The final wild card game, or the second to the final wild card game of the weekend. My Kansas City Chiefs against Big Ben, Mike Tomlin, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, team that we torched a few weeks back in an interesting matchup to say the least. But I think I think that the Steelers will make it just a little bit tighter this round, but Chiefs win. Just no brainer about it, man. Chiefs pull it off. You know, Big Ben has had a hell of a Hall of Fame career. Definitely getting in the Hall of Fame. And but I just think that his time is up. You know, he's looked suspect all year. Arm strength is not what it used to be. Doesn't have the best offensive line in front of him. Doesn't have Juju Smith-Schuster out there. Much as I like Mike Tomlin, when it comes to my Chiefs, no brainer, man. Steelers is out of there. And we got our Monday night playoff matchup. This is crazy, man. Monday night playoff matchup. Cardinals, Rams, battle of the NFC West in the wild card. Very tough matchup to call. Very tough matchup because in a lot of ways they kind of evenly match. You got Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham Jr., Cam Akers is back. And then over here you got Kyler Murray. I'm not sure what the situation is right now with DeAndre Hopkins, but AJ Green been making noise. It's an intriguing matchup, man, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the LA Rams. I think the Rams is going to go ahead and scoot around in that one and get the job done. That's what I think, man. So very, very interesting wild card weekend, but those are your boys' predictions for that. Do you hear me? Now, let's get on to some boxing talk, man, while I'm on here and I got some time, man. Let's talk some boxing. My boy, Keith, one-time Thurman, preparing to return to the ring next month against Mario Barrios, who we seen fight Tank in a very impressive manner for the most part. And he also fought is it Cowboy? That was a pretty good fight too. Definitely interested, man, to have Keith back into the welterweight mix. And he was on the Porterweight podcast the other day, man, and says he wants Crawford and he wants Spence. And that's what we want. As true boxing fans, that is what we want. You should want it no other way. You should want it just like that, the best fighting the best. I believe he's going to get past Barrios. I don't. It may not necessarily be a easy fight for him, especially with him being on this layoff, and he hasn't fought since that big payday with Manny Pacquiao, the legend himself. But you know, I got faith in Keith Thurman, man. I got faith in Keith Thurman. That Keith is gonna be the same Keith, man, on February 5th, man. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good fight, man. But I think Keith is gonna edge him out, and he'll add his name back up into the mix with things once again, you know, and we can do the rumble and the jumble and see if he'll fight Crawford, which I think that fight will be more likely for him than a fight with Earl Spence. It very well could. He very well could fight either one of those guys. So we shall see. But I'm tapping in with my guy February 5th because he's worked it. And I know for a fact Keith Thurman ain't lost nothing, man. I think Keith just needed some time to let injuries that's been plaguing him kind of heal up. Plus, he became a husband. I think he's became a father since he's been off. So a lot of those things kind of make you just be like, all right, let me set work shit out to the side for a while. I had a big payday with Pacquiao, probably set him right for a while. So I believe Keith Thurman is back, and we're gonna really see the rumble in the jungle with the big three or the big four of the welterweight division, which is Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Boots Ennis, and your boy Keith one time Thurman. Sean Porter is out of the picture. Danny Garcia is out of the picture. And I don't want to hear nothing about this Conor Ben dude because, I don't want to hear it right now. He got to show me more before his name is even brought up right now. Period. So there it is, man. And other boxing news, man. Terrence Crawford suing Bob Arum for discrimination, saying that Bob has held him back from big time fights, big time money, and been screwing him around for a while. My thing is, Terrence, this ain't something that is new to you. You've been knowing this. You've been knowing it. Yet you went back and re-signed with him, which had everybody in the boxing community scratching their head the first time. You feeling me? Long overdue. Everybody knows Bob, as much as I'm glad to see that he's 90 some years old and he can function like he can to be that old. I like that and I respect that. The Lord is really blessing him, man, but he's a racist. He don't care about black fighters, never have cared about them. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been in the boxing game long like that, but I've done my research and a lot of this shit I done read, it made my eyes buck. Bob Arum's a crooked motherfucker, man. Period, man. And that ain't the cat that you want to do business with. I think that whole shit with Josh Taylor, because it doesn't make sense for Crawford to even fight Josh Taylor, unless Josh Taylor comes all the way up to welterweight or whatever the case. But I really think that shit is some type of a setup by Bob to try to ruin Terrence Crawford's career by screwing him like he did Pacquiao against Jeff Horn. Y'all remember that fight and how that shit went. So, no. He's doing the right thing. He's suing them for $10 million in damages. So it's going to be interesting to see how Mr. Arum responds, man. It's going to be interesting, man. Like, I didn't see this one coming. It was breaking news on everything boxing and sports, and shout out to that brother. You know what I'm saying? He kept me in the loop on that, but I was shocked when I heard it. But it's long overdue, Crawford. It's long overdue, my brother. Should have been it happened. Should have been it happened. Straight up, man. But I wish him the best. I hope that whatever he's seeking out of this situation, he gets, because Terrence deserves it. Terrence deserves it. What do you think of the Ravens? Injuries played the Ravens this year. Injuries played them. J.K. Dobbin went down. They brought in all those different running backs, who Devontae Freeman, Latavius Murray. Then they had Le'Veon back there for a minute, and then Lamar didn't really have downfield threats like he needed. Then he got hurt. Marcus Peters went down. Training camp or something like that. Yeah, I mean, the Ravens' injuries kind of shorted them this year. I think that's what hurt them. And unfortunately, they, towards the end of the season, they couldn't get wins. They were struggling to get wins, man. So when you combine that with a combination of everything else, there it is, dog. Straight up. But I'm not a Ravens guy by no means. But knowing Coach Harbaugh and watching him do his thing with the Baltimore Ravens all these years, even back to the Ed Reed, Ray Lewis days, he'll get shit together and be ready to come out firing next year on all cylinders. But the injuries hurt them this year, and I hate to say it. I was looking forward to them being in the playoffs. But now instead of the Ravens, get the Cincinnati Bengals. But I just, for some reason, feel like, I don't know, man. It's got a funny feeling about that game against the Raiders, and I just would. I hate the Raiders, but I wouldn't be surprised if something crazy happened in one of these wild card games this weekend, outside of my Chiefs and the Steelers. That's all I'm asking. Straight up, y'all. Straight up, man. But I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's just a quick live. I'm gonna try to do this as much as I can, as often as I can, and I'm gonna be dropping more content as the week goes on. Videos promoting upcoming fights, upcoming matchups, and things of that nature, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Please hit that like, subscribe button, and that notification icon. Show your boy some love. And if you ever want a link, man, I'm going to make sure I put my email in the description, in the chat or whatnot. Don't hesitate. We can link anytime, and we can do the damn thing, man. Continue to support your boy. I will do the same for you, and we're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off, baby. Much love to y'all. Be safe. Appreciate it.